pressure coming, and it's picked off. It's Brandon Moore. Joe Burrow threw it right to him, and Brandon Moore down the sideline. Nobody to beat, and there are no flags. 93 yards, and the flag comes in late as Burrow is still on the ground. Nate Evans was chirping him, giving him the business, but that touchdown should stand as Burrow remains on his back. 93 yards for the score.
It's my honor to present the National Championship Trophy to Coach Ed Ogeron and the LSU Tigers.
Coming from Southeast Ohio, it's a very, very impoverished area, and the poverty rate is almost 2 times the national average, and there's so many people there that don't have a lot, and I'm up here for all those kids in Athens and in Athens County that, you know, go home to not a lot of food on the table, hungry after school. And you guys can be up here too. I'd like to thank.
And that has led to the Joe Burrow effect away from the field, including restaurants in the Plains, Ohio, naming meals and omelets after him. Look at him celebrating with the fans after they came back after that win over Alabama, and then changing his jersey name to Burrow in classic Louisiana style. He was in every way the Lion King as he won that Heisman Trophy in a landslide, and over $500,000 raised to the Athens Food Pantry. He even got a giraffe named after him. He put up a sign in Baton Rouge this week thanking them for everything they've done. And of course, self-deflecting as well, basically monitoring and saying, I haven't gotten a haircut in a month, so don't make fun of me. I couldn't get to the barber and get cleaned up. But ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in. The Bengals have turned in their selection. Let us go to the commissioner.
Okay, here we go. With the first pick in the 2020 draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, LSU.
And there you see Joe with mom and dad, and you have to wonder what's going through his mind right now. Remember, when he entered the transfer portal, he said one more time he wanted to go to Nebraska, and Scott Frost, the coach, said, is he better than what we got? The answer is yes. Mel Kiper, what do you like most about Joe Burrow's game?
I'll tell you what, the improvement was so dramatic, and you were a little cautious early on, Trey, because this is a 6th-round pick going into the year, and all of a sudden, you see this guy putting up big numbers. He looks like he's got it. He's incorporating every receiver into the mix. They got everything going, and you start moving him up to the 3rd round, 2nd round. I drew comparisons to Tony Romo. Late in the season, after he won the Heisman Trophy, you say, boy, now the pressure's on. This is championship or bust for LSU, and he didn't blink. He got behind, had a struggle in the Clemson game early, and then all of a sudden, lights out. Again, Joe Burrow's poise, his confidence, the way he manipulates the pocket, he just has that it factor. He has tremendous awareness. He slips, he dips, stays away from trouble, and then makes those accurate strikes down the field. Joe Burrow put together the best season I can ever remember a college quarterback having. As I said, you talk about the elite competition he faced, 7 opponents that were combined 77-18. That's 77-11 if you take those losses to LSU out of it. So this is a guy that every step of the way played above and beyond what anybody could have expected based on what we saw 2 years ago. I think his improvement was not only dramatic, it was historic, and I don't think we'll ever see it again, Trey. Look, I've never seen a guy
Most
do
people
what he
talk
did
about this,
year.
Bell, as far as him being a one-year wonder. But if you go back to 2018, you started to see this coming on. He was more and more comfortable. And then in 2019, when Joe Brady comes down there and he opens up the door and he says, you know what, Joe? I'm going to put 5 out wide and I'm going to allow you to see the field. And Joe Burrow grew up right before our own very eyes. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals are getting a player that if they will take some of the same concepts that Joe Brady brought down to LSU, if they will have some of those same concepts in Cincinnati, you will see the same thing from Joe Burrow, a quarterback that can lead your football team from a talent standpoint, and he will make sure that you guys go where you want to go, which is to the promised land.
Hey, Boog, a lot of people have asked me, why did he make that big transition from 18 to 19? It wasn't just the system. He got there late before that 18 season, didn't get a chance to get comfortable, and he had a little rust. He hadn't played a lot of football in 3 years, but what we saw this year was outstanding. How about the field vision, the awareness? You read the safety vacate, go towards the middle of the field. You've got a vertical with Justin Jefferson from the slot. You take that all day long. He identifies, he attacks, and he drops this ball beautifully in the bucket. How about working in the middle of the field? Anticipation and ball placement doesn't get better than that. And then the toughness. We've all talked about that toughness with Joe Burrow. His eyes don't drop under pressure. Hang in there. You take the big hit and deliver a strike right.
Smirk. I got my own fire, I don't need security in no club. All that woofing on the net, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, we shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, come get it back in blood. We ain't masked up, no Dodger Rick, niggas know who it was. Store shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back. If your nigga killer ain't dead, you shouldn't wear no RP shirt. Had 300 shots up in that car before we picked up dirt. Niggas who ain't got shit, go grab a glizzy, get alert. Shots the G-Post RP and the Reezy, he in the dirt. You gotta know I go too far. Get 2 O's up on his 100. One of them might stand for old block. 20 some shot left up in it. K-15 still in the Glock. Keep my door unlocked and stop. I like getting on feet, park the car. We get up close, doing 30, won't show no love. 11,000 all one. Let my right pocket in the club. Blue faces up on me dirty. We ain't got it out the mud. If I took something, get it in blood. Give a fuck what we was. Bitch, I got my own fire. Ain't security in no club. Woofing on that net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, we shot up everywhere they was. You know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, 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 come get it back in blood. We ain't masked up, no Dodger Rick, niggas know who it was. Throw shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. You know who took that shit from you, come get it back in mud. Brr. I don't know where you get something back from me, shit. You gotta get it, this shit in blood, huh? Bitch, I got my own fire, don't need security in the club. All they woofing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't masked up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Storing shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. If your nigga killer ain't dead, you should wear no RP shirt. We had 300 shots up in the car before we picked up dirt. You niggas who ain't got shit going, go grab a glizzy, get alert. Shots the G-Post RP and the Reezy, he in the dirt. Brr, you gotta know I go too far. Get 2 O's up on this 100, one of them might stand for old block. About 20 some shots left up in the K-15 still in the Glock. Keep my door unlocked and stop, I like getting on feet, park the car. Brr, we get up close, doing dirty, I ain't showing love. 11,000 all ones, let my right pocket in the club. These blue faces up on me dirty, I went got it out the mud. If I took something, get it in blood, I don't give a fuck where we was. Bitch, I got my own fire, don't need security in the club. All they woofing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't masked up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Storing shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood.
killed your man, you keep on talking, better get that shit in blood. Give my shorty them a dub, then they gon' walk inside the club. Hit his little ass with that switch, I bet that switch up his nerve. Fuck the ops inside my city, lil' bro, put them in the mud. You can't come back to your hood, huh? No. He was dissing on my cousin, now his ass all in that wood, huh? Book his ass, I wish he would come. Pussy. V-Roy pop up out that car with that new Glock, I wish he would run. His ass playing, bitch, I'm really icy. Pooh Sheisty, that's my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really Sheisty. You told all them OT niggas that you really slide. Pussy. Tell the truth about your game, bitch, they really dying.
Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they woofing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Storing shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Bitch, come get it back in blood. Big brr.
Jerry Production.
Yeah.